They still are 4 wide. Oh, give him push. Fell forward. Just gonna clear him as he's gonna
Bubbles
try
getting
it.
spun through turn number 3 and 4. Bubbles spinning up the track. He saves it.
And there's Bubbles.
Spring is
Bubbles
a flat. Bubbles has a flat. Oh, he flips over. Bubbles on his side. Caution's out. Just
Takes out a bunch of cars.
Just going out the corner. Here comes Carter. Carter with the huge one. Oh my gosh. Carter wins. Spring trying to get the lead apex.
Here's Spring! He's there! Spring! What is happening?
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, here to Talladega Shores, 2 miles east of Birmingham, Alabama. You join us on a sunny day here. We have a 15-car lineup ready for you as we're getting ready for our Season 5 Bubbles Cup race at Talladega. I am your host, HJF, and joining me today is Marcus, Lowman, and Ford. Marcus, how are you doing today?
I'm doing great. I'm excited for what we're going to see here. It was chaotic and nationwide, and it should be great here.
Yeah, I want to ask Lowman, as driving in the Nationwide Series. How was that, and how do you think this race is going to go?
I thought it was really fun. Ended up getting the win after a bit of a controversial call at the end, which is probably worth noting now. The yellow line rule, I guess, has been amended for this race, so we don't end up with the same sort of problem. But other than that controversy, it was so fun being in a pack again with the stock cars. I haven't been in a NASCAR race in a while, so I signed up for the D2 race, and I ended up winning it. But it was fun pushing Bubble for that last lap and a half, shoot to the front. And in general, pack racing is so chaotic, and there's not much you can really predict. You just have to go with the flow.
Awesome, and then Ford, unfortunately joining us because he didn't make the race. You're kind of up there in points. How do you think this race is going to play out? What are your thoughts about missing the race?
Yeah, thanks for having me. Yeah, unfortunately, I messed up in qualifying, but it's been a good day. You know, won in Arlington, IndyCar earlier, so it's not all bad. You know, just ready to watch a fun Talladega experience. You know, the nationwide race was fun. And I think this is going to be a great race as well. Lots of big names, and you know, it's
Really quick, Dave, I need to tell you that your mic is a little low, is what Michael's telling me, just so you know.
All right, I have noted that. We're going to bring it up here a little bit. That should get me about equal with you guys. So there we go. As, yeah.
Almost everybody in this BC has, this booth has won a race this week other than AJ. So
wow. Bro. That's really rough for the 2015 IndyCar champion and 3rd edition of the Bubble 325 champion. Really unfortunate there for HGF. I have to turn my camera on and turn this trophy around for you guys there. Speaking of trophies, that's what these guys are hunting. I want to go through our starting grid, and it's Kimmy who has put it on the here. He's going to start first on that number 17. Back here to P2. That is going to be System who has put it in P2. There, the number 95, Rusty's at Chevrolet. What a cool car. Right here, we're going to have Corey, our points leader. He's in that number 48 machine. For the 00, we're going to have Deuce right there. Here in this Toyota. 5, we have Monk, NASCAR 490, the number 16 car. Down P6, that is cut. That's the first of one of the snowman schemes. You've seen quite a few of their schemes being displayed And I think they really upped the quality for this weekend. Lots of different schemes as we have Napa number 6 starting in 7th. Now back to P8, we are going to have Beast there in P8, the number 3 Goodrich Service plus Chevrolet. Then in the number 18 car starting in 9th, it is Dim. Now looking back to P10, that is Ollie in the number 99 making a return to the series, a veteran of the series at this point. Looking back to P11, that is going to be Nas, different from NASCAR 190, so I'm going to try to call NASCAR 190 Monk and call it NAS 9513 Nas. Back here to P12 is another Snowman Schemes car, and that is Blake, IndyCar St. Pete winner. Start there in 12th. Back at 13th, we have Sin. Sin in the other Snowman Schemes car. And then we've got at row 7 outside P14. That is DJ, Season 3 champion of the Bubbles Cup Series. Excited to see him back on the track and then bringing up the tail end of the field. It's going to be Flicks all by his lonesome. P15 on that inside lane of 8. So I wanted to ask you specifically, Low Man, but I'll also extend it to the other guys here. We saw the strategy happen at Nationwide. You felt it firsthand. We kind of could go far enough to just split it in half roughly. Actually, we're halfway. What do you think the strategy is going to be like today? Is there going to be fuel saving? What's important when it comes to pit stops?
Yeah, it's tough to tell. I've never driven these cars. I'm not sure what the fuel and tire wear consumption looks like in the cars, but I can tell you from a strategic standpoint, no matter what the consumption is, you just want to minimize the time in the pits. So if you can stretch it all the way to the end, you would. It's still worthwhile, even if you can't stretch it all the way to the end, to save as much as you can because it saves time in the pits. So if anyone happened to see what happened in the Nationwide series, I actually ended up really far ahead of the front group. So there was about 5 of us that really got through the pit cycle way ahead of everyone else. I was even further ahead than that group from taking 2 tires and less fuel. So you really could, through the pit cycle, get ahead of everyone, and if you could maintain a group, minimize the possibility of being in a wreck because you have so few cars that have extended beyond the rest of the field.
Alrighty, great insight there from Lil Man. Ford, I want to go to you next. What do you think for strategy-wise? You know, you were streaming last night. We watched Lil Man do what he said. He was way out ahead. Obviously, the draft ended up negating that advantage. But it kind of sounds to me like you really want to get with some drivers and pit with the group. Do you agree with that?
So I'm sorry. Yeah, I think that pitting with a lot of people will be key. You know, when you're like by yourself, like I think Rillup was, and you're by yourself or discharge or he pit by himself, it puts you back a lot. It can possibly ruin your race. So pit stops are very important here, and messing them up can be detrimental to your race. So getting on pit road cleanly but efficiently, it's gonna be interesting to watch to see who practiced their pit entry and who definitely didn't.
All right, and Marcus, I know that pit entry plays a big part, but when you survive the pits, you get down to the end, you've got a shot. How do you make your move? Do you make it come to the white? Do you make it out of 4? I mean, what's the timing for that last move to win the race?
That last move, what you gotta do, personally, I tried to do it. I was at the short end of it, and I honestly didn't get it, but from what Bubble and Lil Man had did and a couple others, Jason, you have to get back and let off at least with 2 to go and slingshot your way back up in order to get into that area where you can pass everyone on the front stretch or even in turn 3 and 4. So we're going to see a lot of people not wanting to lead. Again, you probably do not want to lead this end of the race. So we'll see what it comes down to, though.
Yep. Yeah, on that note, by the way, I don't know if the runs are going to be similar in this car, but I can tell you from the Nationwide car, it's about a lap and a half that you need from the very back, maybe even a second off the pack, to catch up and to get all the way to the front.
Wow.
So like
okay.
me and Bubba were all the way back there. Everyone was saying that's too late, that's too late. I was telling him to hold back, and about halfway through the second to last lap, I'm like, okay, let's go. And then we're there in about a straightaway and a half into the next corner, and then we're already fighting with the pack. So it's an incredible amount of momentum you pull up.
Well, I want to look at the points here for a second before we get going green. Green next time. That's Corey Wilson with the points lead with 735. Timmy with 632. He will get some bonus points for pole position today. East in third with 557. Bubble, who has actually dropped down to the Nationwide Series. Kind of ignore Bubble here. He's at 517 points. You've got PC in 440 and Ford right there in P6. Obviously, Ford up here in the booth with us, unfortunately. And Ford streaming last night's Nationwide race. There was a big moment going into turn 1 with Bubble. We're going to show a replay of that here. So as we take a look here, Nationwide, last night, into turn 1, Bubble goes up and over, flies into the wall. A big time crash. And yeah, just a huge moment, yeah.
We were going crazy in the booth, me and Beast. It was an insane crash. It was lots of fun to watch. But I'm sure in this race, with the cars being faster, the drivers, they're probably this is Bubbles Cup, so they're gonna be cleaner, but they're definitely just as hungry. And don't be surprised if we see more cars on the roads in this race. As we get the notification from race control, will be green this time.
All right.
The rules for the start, they'll double up out of turn 4. They'll be 2-2. It's a race controlled start, so they'll be going in the restart zone, and the race start should be pretty even, just depending on how each lane pushes off the start. So it'll be an interesting start, but it's highly anticipated. It's a highly anticipated race, and can't wait to get this underway.
Yeah, we kind of made a short mention of it, but that's probably a bigger deal than we said earlier, that we're up to the field cap to 15 cars for this race, and this is the first time in a long time we've seen more than 14 cars at any of Bubbles' leagues, any of these races.
To say something here, it's actually back down to 14. It's
Oh.
00 and 4th. His router disconnected.
Wow, that was the 00 Deuce who was starting 4th. See on the screen there. He disconnected, so is that just out of the race? Did we get any words from that?
No word yet.
I think a disqualification is automatically the disconnection, right? So,
Well, usually a disconnect is not a disqualification. You're just collecting an
And
F
it's
there.
before green.
Yeah, I'm not sure about it being before green. We'll have to see. Maybe it's just did not start at DNS. We'll have to see as we are getting doubled up here, getting ready for the green flag here at Talladega.
2x2 here. After green.
We go.
Green flag is out here from Talladega. We are green.
already got Beast looking a little bit below the yellow there. It was a bit of a risky move, but he backed out of it.
2 even lanes right now, pretty packed up. A full 14 car field. You see Beast go backing off early. Not surprised to
I
see
don't blame
that.
him.
Oh, we're already spinning. That looks like system spinning right there.
Can he pull it together? Can he pull
He
it
is.
together? He's
Good.
He's gonna save it. He's gonna be in the draft too. He'll be okay.
wow.
Yeah,
Incredible
good
save.
save. Yeah, incredible save by the Light McQueen car. You can tell he has a little bit of a spirit in him.
So in case anyone doesn't know, can we just go over the reset rules very quickly here as we go to the second lap?
Oh yeah, for sure. So, getting damage, you lose one car. And if you wreck again, you're out of the race. And no matter what, unless it is a track bump or I believe a wall flip, you will not you will still lose a car. So it'll be key to dodge the big one when it comes.
Also,
Yeah.
to mention,
go.
a catch fence hit is actually a DNF immediately. So you skip over the one reset, unless it changed.
No, that should still be the rules. We see some shuffling around there. Cut went to the outside with Napa, got the lead. The outside lane has some energy as Dim went up there, but now look at the 96. Those cars that are drafting at the back, they give a huge amount of energy to the line, and you saw Corey and Napa, they're tugging that bottom, trying to get down there, because the cars behind went to the bottom, and the outside lane just dies when based on where those cars that get the big run behind, where they go.
Yeah, it's worth noting with these guys going to the back, even though we're only a few laps into this, you're already playing the strategy game. I can tell you from the nationwide race, the only reason we knew what sort of run we could get with a lap and a half left is to actually go back early on in the race and then try to time that already. Do your rehearsals, do your reps, figure out what amount of time you need to get to the front, where you can make moves, where the area is going to be best for you. You do this already at the beginning of the race, and you also try to save yourself from wrecks by being in the back.
Not gonna lie, we're a lot more cleaner for the cup race, and obviously for D2 being a lower series, it's gonna be a little more chaotic. But this is a lot more clean, single filed out. Just everyone's trying to get settled in, trying to figure out things.
Yeah.
I mean, we still got a long race.
Yeah, that nationwide race last night, 75 laps, 100 laps here tonight. I think we're probably going to see 2 pit stops. I think nationwide, I'll have to ask you drivers that were there last night, Marcus and Lowman, how close you were on fuel. Do you think you could make it like 50 laps? Because I'm pretty sure the fuel in these is the same.
Well, if you can make it...
I mean, y'all pit around
we can go
40
with
something, right?
I took no fuel, by the way, so
Oh, wow.
we can go all 75 laps without any fuel.
Oh, whoa.
Yeah, so it may just be a splash and go for some of these guys on the fuel side of it.
So that pit stop, did you have to pit for tires?
You absolutely needed to pit for tires, I believe.
Wow.
I took 2 tires, and it was going to be close on that. So it was actually the tire consumption was the worry.
Wow.
It was not fuel.
Obviously, you've got a bit of an abrasive surface here at Talladega. The tires are what's worrying people. You see that second lane forming. Dim moves up. Corey Wilson going up to the high lane.
Made a move.
Now we got that third middle line coming in. Dim trying to make hay in that middle line. He's hugging the inside lane really tight. That 18 car with the draft is helping the 39 cars pretty far back, but he's making hay right there in the middle lane. He's going to clear the outside.
You can see Dim, he knows what he's doing. He's a well-respected racer in this series. Near the end of the race, people are going to work with a guy like Dim because they know he knows how to get to the front.
Yeah, you certainly try to make friends early in a super speedway race. You want to make sure that people can trust you to be pushed and not be all over the place, and also to be a good pusher yourself and to be consistent and know when to go up into them and not in the exit of corners, not in the some sort of trioval that we have, not like Daytona, but the little kink that we have here coming to the line. You got to know where to push. You got to be able to be pushed and earn the trust of everyone around you.
More wide.
We're seeing lots of early action in the back of the pack. More wide there.
That's Corey and Kimmy and Beast, and I think that's TJ at the bottom there, yeah.
Another thing about tires, guys, is some of these guys on the top lane are not going to be scrubbing as much. It seems like it wouldn't be that much of a factor, but I can tell you from the nationwide race, it does have an effect on it.
I see. We're getting a little little scary up in here. Still going 4 wide now. Dim is a part of that. It looks like the 12 car. Is that Blake there? Yes, it is Blake in the 12. DJ was trying to find a space in the middle in the 39 machine. He had to back out of it. As now system spinning again. Again, system in the 95. Another great save from the 95. Phenomenal from that driver.
It's good for everyone else to get away from him as well. There's times where people would be spinning in the nationwide race, and everyone would just go full throttle into him and be like, "No, you're going around." So,
Yeah, you have experience with that, unfortunately.
yeah, right. So that's something we didn't see in the nationwide race, at least. We have a warning.
That's to DJ, who's making a comeback here for the first time in a long time. Watching on the corner. See, race control's going to be watching that. One of the great advantages now of Bubble being in Nationwide is he can actually be full-time hostess. Here comes a run from Dim. He's going to push the issue, pushes Napa down. He's going to lead that lap and looking for the lead on Cut. And now here comes Corey Wilson trying to follow up the middle.
He tried to follow. He just clipped the left rear of Cut, and it killed his run. So now he's kind of being swallowed up here.
Trying to block 2 lanes right now. 2 middle lanes out of 4 wide. Corey Wilson. That's quite a game you're playing.
Something you'll notice early as at the start of the race, we have all the cars in the pack, so this pack has a lot of energy, you know, a lot of momentum in the pack. But as cars wreck and as cars get out of the pack, it'll become a different type of race essentially, with it being more spread out.
Yeah, that was a great example we saw of Dim being a little bit too far ahead of the pack. And once you let someone get a good run on you, the block becomes impossible, and you're really risking your race by trying to cover that off.
Oh, that's
Comes
Beast
again.
in the wall back there. I think he's trying to lift. Yeah, move up front. Dim with a big run, and you kind of get that slingshot effect when one guy gets out really far ahead, then he drops way back, and then he gets another huge run and jumps up through the pack again. And that completely strung out the field. There's almost a car link between everybody for the first top 5.
Gonna change here as everyone's starting to get pushes with Napa and Cut. One of 3 snowman schemes. Here he comes, coming, has a huge run. Is he gonna make a move or he's gonna stay? He's gonna stay.
Looks like Corey Wilson trying to make a block right there on the number 11 car. Beast may take advantage on the bottom. That killed their momentum.
The outside doesn't look too strong whenever you get a lot of cars on the inside, but I'd say if you have an even number on both lanes, the outside will prevail. I mean, we felt like the inside was getting stacked up a little bit too much. As long as a few cars would get, you know, organized a lane above or even the very top of the track.
I mean, we just saw like the top 2 jump up to the middle because Corey and Blake were working it. As now Beast looking for a move. Big momentum on the high side. Look at the outside. Is he in the wall? No, he's staving it. Oh, his Dim comes down. That's a late block for lap 10.
Yeah, don't be surprised if you see a warning from Dip Corner. That was a very aggressive move.
Race control tells him to zoom out. Oh, Beast with a late move to the outside. Now we are 3 by 3.
Yeah, this race is starting to get good. You know, they're getting jiggy up in the front. Lots of racing action. You see in the back, the 16 to 96. Looks like they could be saving here. Lost the strategy.
I also saw System back there, maybe just trying to stay out of trouble after being the first caution almost twice now. Dim looking for another move. Back to the middle of Beast and Cut. Big momentum, he's going to get it. As here comes DJ trying to follow him through.
Yeah, early in this race, you can definitely tell the wheel is in hand for Dim. He's going crazy.
Well, speaking of Dim, I honestly see Dim a little bit as Jason Brooks in the Nationwide series, as he was just making moves up in the beginning. That's kind of what Dim's been doing. Every run he's had, he's taken, and he's definitely driving way aggressive than any of these other drivers.
And there's some give and take with that because, you know, you can get to the front and you could stay there and you could be aggressive, but are you earning the trust of everyone around you? Because Jason was someone that everyone wanted to stay away from at the end of the race.
I mean, one thing for sure, we can definitely tell Dim's strategy. He's full push.
I think Dim can get away with that a little bit more as the late block Kimmy. Kimmy still finds space there. Dim's, you know, he's established. He's a veteran of the series. He's won races, especially on these super speed races. You know he's always a contender. And I think when you have the reputation like that, as Corey Wilson almost just wrecked him, but they make space for him. I was gonna say when you have something built like that that's established, that kind of reputation, you can kind of get away with it a little more. But obviously, if he does it all race, the driver's gonna lose patience.
Oh yeah, as they race, I'm gonna point out this is a big weekend of racing, and it's not over yet. Tomorrow we have Bubbles Nationwide Series Round 2 at Imola, which will with to prepare the doubleheader in the F1 series, as they will also be in Italy. So it's gonna be a fun.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, sorry to cut you off, Ford. Then just another late block on DJ. Beast doing
Corey
this.
again trying to squeeze into a gap. I mean, they're 2x2. There's 2 lanes, and he's just going to the middle when the outside lane is in the middle lane. He's just forcing an entire lane up.
They're much more racing than before. Now 13 laps in or 12 laps in.
And I think more people are dropping back. There's 5 cars that are outside of this main pack because they are starting to get crazy.
Yeah, it's amazing to me they have not wrecked already. I mean, we've already seen a few saves, so that's that's good wheelmanship, I guess, to make it work.
Wheelmanship.
It's
wheelmanship to make sure you reel the car back in. But any one of these things could have been a catastrophic wreck.
yeah, you can visually see the skill difference between the Nationwide Series and Bubbles Cup.
Is that an insult?
Oh, Corey with another late move
Oh
on
my
Beast
goodness.
there. They're shuffling around. Wide again. Cuts, dropping back.
With them all doing this.
I wouldn't either, man. The moves are crazy. The blocks are crazier. They finally settled down as too wide here for a second, but I wouldn't expect that to last long.
Yeah, I think if you're not completely leading, I wouldn't want to be in the middle. I'd be backing up if I wasn't in control of the race.
Oh, someone's spinning. That's B. That's Blake. That's Blake.
Beast going to get damaged because Beast is going around as well.
Beast in the 3. Oh, he hit the wall, but he did get damage. He hit it perfectly flush, and he's good. That's wheelmanship.
Back on Blake, unfortunately, the first wreck of the first caution, unfortunate for him. I think he just spun out. I don't know if that was
I'm not sure.
Inflicted by anyone.
I heard some driver radio there. He said, "Bro, be serious." So obviously frustrated there, but he will have one more car. But I mean, if you're on your last car on lap 15, that's kind of like really what you're not hoping for when you go to Talladega.
Unfortunate for Blake, but yeah, he'll be on his last car now, so the rest of the race, he'll want to be careful if he wants to make it to the finish.
If it wasn't obvious to stay in the back, it is for Blake now because it's so early in the race.
You know what? That is exactly what happened with another snowman scheme yesterday. Snowman scheme's car yesterday. Ryder had wrecked out, I think, on lap like 5 or something. He stayed in the back the whole race.
Got a warning here for Nas, pushing on corner of bumper into the longest line, and that is for Monkey Nas, not Nas. I want to back up and take a look at the replay here of what just happened.
Yeah, we could tell the intensity was ramping.
Oh, yep, it was contact. It was straight up from Monkey, or from Monk in the 16 car. That so it gave him damage, and then another, obviously that great save there by Beast. So full incident responsibility there on Monk in the number 16 car. He had to drop to the tail end of the field here, and that puts Blake on his last car.
So I was a little bit confused by a warning and him going to the tail end, but I suppose it's a warning kind of tallying up to a drive-through penalty maybe, and that it gets to the end of the line just for this incident.
I guess so. I guess it's like a warning, like a penalty plus a warning towards a bigger penalty. So we'll call it a 1 and 1 out of 3.
Yeah, so on the restart, it'll be Corey and Kenny and the group. We're gonna have Napa and them troops. And then row 3, it looks like we got
Shake.
all Sin.
It's DJ there in the 39, cut in the 26. Get the call for green this time. You know, as you mentioned, Ford is going to be Corey leading us to the green, and your points leader. Doing a good job so far of staying out of trouble. When you come to Talladega as the points leader, you just want to avoid the craziness. And he's doing what he needs to so far. The pole sitter Kimi will be on his outside for this restart. And then that car on the outside of the second row, watch him. Dim has been making moves all race.
If we can call them moves.
There'll be green flag here in Talladega for the first restart of the day. Corey will lead them into turn 1.
And Nap is really itching to get by Corey. It looks like they're shifting back and forth. It was already looking underneath on the restart.
Then looking to the outside of Kibby, it looks like.
Oh, is Nap going to get there? I think Corey just had it covered off.
Oh, and now he goes. Now he goes to the outside. Corey trying to block, but Nappa's there as Dim put him 3 wide with Kimi, and we are immediately. Oh, and they're doored him back down at the bottom lane.
But here's Beast though.
Beast up the middle. Corey trying to block that. That's a late block. They're gonna spin. Kimi gets pushed up into the wall.
Corey is a lucky man.
They save it again.
Corey is a lucky man, dude.
There's no reasons to be making these types of moves. I don't know what Beast is doing as he does it again.
Oh, and Blake hit it. Blake hit a bump. Blake hit a bump. Oh, that's Kimi in the fence fence. Kimi's out of the race. Caution out. Dim is spinning. That looks like Blake has saved it. Beast has saved it. The 11 car up the track. 11 car gets damage. And that's Sin, I believe. Yeah, Sin in the 11 car is going to have to use a reset. Kimi's out of the race. Your pole sitter.
That is honestly, that's not good driving from Beast. Honestly, that you can't be making moves this early, and I believe you just got a driver out because of it.
I will add a little bit of pushback, only that Corey was a little bit stubborn and trying to block the aggressive move from Beast. You know, Beast, he's being crazy, but Corey is giving no grace at all, and he's really risking his own race by trying to cover him off.
Yeah, that was an interesting sequence of events there. Sin will be on his last car, and looks like Kimi could be out of the race, a championship contender who he could be finishing P14 here at Talladega. You never will have a result like that, but that might be the case for a little old Kimi.
Got a tire rolling up the banking here in 3 and 4. Somebody still hasn't respun their car. I think that's Kimi's tire going all the way down the back straight and into 3 and 4 right now.
How about Blake reeling it together, though? I mean, he was just skating through the corner.
Yeah, that was a pure example of the talent of Blake. You know, a great 360 and a credible save by him.
After all that, Nappa's going to assume the lead. I'm going to try to get us a replay here shortly because that was intense. As we see, there it is, Kimi with the DNF, and Sin is on his last car. So Kimi out of the race with that catch fence hit.
You got to be gutted for Kimi because he's done virtually nothing wrong all race, I'm pretty sure. He's been pretty quiet. It's another wrong place at the wrong time scenario with a super speedway, and Kimi hasn't had the best luck even outside of this race.
Yeah, as we watch the replay here, Beast, it's hard to see what happened there with Beast. He was trying to force 4 wide, and then they all just got pushed up to the outside wall. Blake was kind of spinning behind them before that. He's able to save it. Beast saved it, but Sin gets damaged on his last car, and Kimi out of the race, as we just saw from race control.
Agent, we might have another replay in general.
I absolutely will share, as Hunter's giving a drive-through penalty under green for lagging. We're blaming this on lag here. We're going to have another view of the wreck here shortly. Let's see here.
Oh, that's a great view.
Yeah, I'm board with Ollie there in the 99 car. Backing up, you see cars spinning. Great onboard shot here. See Sin coming back up the track. Yeah, great job there from Ollie.
Yeah, great shot from forward, getting us that footage.
Yeah, I agree, and absolutely send everything you get, because I can throw that up on the screen. That was a great replay from Ford there. As yeah, apparently that incident we saw from race control was blamed on lag, and so Beast has been giving a drive-through penalty under green. At a track like Talladega, that's a very harsh penalty.
Yeah, we'll be green this time. Yeah, our first DNF of the race, Kimmy with a very intense crash into the catch fence, but that will slow us down. We'll be
Why is
going
Beast
green
back?
again.
I'm not sure. He's just sitting way back there. Maybe just doesn't want to be involved. He could still be lagging and just doesn't want to be involved. But
Well, it's also a
takes it outside.
violation what he's doing. He can't be on the very bottom lane on the restart. As you guys have noticed probably at this point, the bottom lane is on the third lane really, or second from the bottom on the restart, and Beast is all the way back there. He was running the very bottom.
Yeah,
I
I mean,
guess
I'm not
no
sure.
one
Maybe
got it.
since he's not around anyone, race control's being a little bit more lax. But he's already given the drive-through and he's lagging. I'm not sure, but DJ making a very similar move. He's gonna push it 3 wide, pushing the issue there up the middle as we are just about 1/5 of the way through this race. That kind of killed the outside lane's momentum there. That forcing them 3 wide, and yeah, everybody drops down to the bottom after that.
Yep. And after that wreck, I think no one wants to really go anywhere. And as I say that, Sin has a huge run going up with DJ, going really high to make a move, and here's everyone.
Yeah, if any, yeah, there was
Sin
definitely
back
some
to the
fear
middle.
in the drivers.
Obviously not for Sin. He's just on his last car after that wreck and already making moves here. Slicing and dicing out the outside. Found his way up into P5, looking for P4 on Dim as well.
Beast is spun out in pit road. Oh,
Oh
just
my
a massive
gosh.
Oh my goodness.
How do you even do that? I mean, if it's
They're
that
making a
bad of
move.
a lag,
Beast is
running
wrecked in
into
pit
the-
road.
He's basically running into the opening of the wall into the garage area. He's respawning his car, but if the lag is that bad, guys, get out of the race.
Absolutely.
He's coming.
Yeah, if you can give me, I wasn't watching Beast there. If you want to give me a clip and send me that, we'll show a replay under the next caution of what was happening with Beast there on pit lane. But he's out ahead of the pack. They're going to start drafting on Beast. Are we going to see some lap car shenanigans now? As we see from race control, Hunter last car. I don't even know what's going on with you right now. That's the call from race control, and I understand.
Yeah, I'm surprised he's even being allowed still to be on the track. But, you know, we'll see what happens. The leaders are coming around to him, so we'll see what goes on.
And you know what? And to mention on Beast's behalf, he has been saying he has had lag issues the past week. Whenever we were testing these cars, it's just,
Yeah.
I've got lag. So he knew this was coming. So
And
that should be exciting.
he was really trying to force this to happen here at Bubbles Cup. He actually bailed out of the IndyCar race this morning due to the lag. He said, "Sorry guys, I just can't do it. It's just insane." But obviously he's kind of close to the points in Bubbles Cup. He's trying to fight, and so he's sticking it out. But obviously it's not improved at all for the driver for the number 3 car.
Yeah, you just don't want to ruin someone else's race, though, and that's always kind of the competing desire that you have. You don't want to ruin someone else's race, but you don't want to give up. But honestly, you know, one's got to prevail, and it's the safety of everybody else and their ability to race.
Blake
Yeah,
drops to the
Blake
back
drops
here.
back.
That's kind of a late spot on the straightaway drop to the back. He's got to run the apron in the corner. I guess the car had enough grip to hold it down there. Now for a second I got flashbacks to the old school Roblox setups where you hit the apron and it shoots you back up the track. As the back is definitely catching up to Beast very quickly. I think we're going to see a lane that starts to train in whichever lane that Beast is running, because they'll be getting the draft of the car ahead.
And you know, if a caution did come out, Beast would still have one more car to be able to lead lap. So if they cleared up for him, you know, with the lag, and then there was a caution, then that would be okay. But no, he's going to be lapped here.
He's getting out of the way here.
Looks like we got the whole field wrapping the bottom here. It's getting to
Yeah.
the point in the race where they're trying to calm down, possibly just trying to log laps and not have any more caution.
Yeah, you kind of want to be in one lane at times, but it's a little bit counterintuitive once you get stacked up. And like you'll see it right here. As everyone hits the car in front of them, then they go back into the car behind them, and you get closer and closer until an incident is bound to happen. So you'll see them kind of just choosing the lane, not only to make a move, but just to be safe and not be in the stack up.
And you saw the implications of that. That second group back there, Nas got a huge run. He went to the outside. Then the cars that were at the tail end of that first group wanted to take that run. They blocked to the outside. That killed Nas's momentum, and here comes Corey, who was able to snake his way through. And now he's looking at the inside of Sin there. Now he's going to force the issue to the middle.
He's still doing it.
It's carrying that momentum all the way to the front. This is what you talked about. And here comes Blake with a big run, too.
Yeah, this is how powerful the runs are, and this is a great example of Dim being in a way better position to block it, to see it coming and to do a good block. If he's so far out there, there's not much he could do because Corey would have cleared the rest of the cars and would have had complete open field, essentially, to make his move. With Dim so much closer to the pack, he can actually manage things a little bit better.
Washington's telemetry of the cars in the back, the 43 to 95 and the 96 seem to be saving. They're lifting down the straightaways. And looks like they have a strategy brewing up.
Oh, so that's Nas system and Flicks trying to save back there. Beast, the 3 car back there, he's a lap down. So we're really looking at the other 3 cars behind him. If you're just joining us, we've lost a pole sitter of Kimmy, and we're about to lose somebody else if they keep racing like that. Napa and Dim are hooked up front. That opens the door for Sin on the bottom. Sin and Blake are both on their last cars here. As we are 3 wide for the lead. That's Sin on the bottom, Napa in the middle, and Dim on the top.
Man, Corey flying space where you didn't think there was, and I think people have given him a little bit of grace. At some point, it's not going to be there for him.
As we begin lap Lil Man out of 100 here. And we've brought it back down to double file with Dim leading that outside lane. And more cars are jumping the outside lane. I think this inside lane might die off here in a second. Oh, but there's going to be contact! A push from Cut into Blake, and that's a caution, and you're right. Blake is out.
Oh, no. Is it, push in the left rear corner, the corner panel to send him around? I think maybe that was DJ.
We see the classic thanks a lot there on the driver radio from Blake. Yeah, that was Cut there in the 26 Snowman Schemes car. Immediately in the Discord, he pings Cut, thanks a lot, man, right away.
Yeah, he's a quick typer. That's very impressive.
That was at least 135 words per minute jumping into the Discord right away.
Yeah, unfortunate Blake.
Maybe he knew that Cut was going to do it and he had it already pasted or copied in his clipboard to go
Get it ready.
Yeah, I was looking forward to seeing Blake in his race. 2 athletes out on second.
There it is. There it is.
Lap Low Man out of 100.
Yep. There we go. Stop wrecking people by pushing the corner of the bumper. That is a drive-through penalty for Cut. And Blake out of the race. Another car out of the race because of that. We see Blue Emo is laughing his booty off in general. Snowman is not happy about seeing one of his cars given a drive-through penalty. 2 of his cars coming together. One of the Snowman cars taking out the other. Not ideal.
Yeah. And sorry to DJ. I thought maybe it was him on the back of Blake. I don't know how I thought it was DJ to begin with, but yeah, DJ completely clear of that incident, so.
Yeah, it's going to be Dim out front. I'm going to try to see if I can get us a replay here of that incident. It was pretty obvious there on the stream what happened. Just an errant push into his left rear there. As we are going to go green this time, this will be a quick replay. You see them exiting turn 2 on the back straight. Cut right there, getting a push from Corey up to the back of Blake. Blake goes high and Cut holds straight. Honestly, that's a tough one because Blake is moving up by himself. Cut is just holding straight right there in the middle lane. Blake moves up at the last second and it forces a push into his left rear. And it's kind of hard to react to that as if you're Cut. You've got a run coming. You expect to just push the car square. And the car in front of you just moves to the side and it forces a push in the corner and puts him in the wall.
Yeah, I was going to say, obviously I can't see the clip that you would be playing for the stream at the moment, but I would just say depending on how late the move is, going up the track would kind of determine whose fault it really is. You know, if it's too late to be able to react to it as the pusher, then it can't really be your fault. But if it's early enough that you can then follow him, you know, different story. Do you think that's a bad penalty for cut?
I'm a little torn on it. I don't think it's as hands down. Oh, as we see penalty revoked from cut there. I guess he's watching the stream. He saw what we saw. And so race control has decided that penalty has been revoked from cut. And now Blake is just out, and Cut will be able to keep his spot there, fourth on the inside lane. You see the 96 immediately drop down. That strategy you were talking about, Ford. What do you think he's up to there, trying to save?
Yeah, I think he's definitely up to something fishy. You know, it might be some good fish, might be some bad fish, but it's definitely something fishy. Oh, you see Beast dropping back on by the wall in the backstretch. What's going on?
I'm not sure. Is Beast still a lap down here, or did he get his lap back? I'm not quite sure what the rules are about getting your laps back under caution. They seem to change from series to series.
Man, Cut is
No,
really
Beast
anxious to get underneath DJ.
Beast is back on the lead lap here as it looks like Sen taking it 3 wide. You saw Dim a little out of shape, a little behind the corner of the triangle. Now we're 3x3. Corey's getting in the middle there, and they're keeping him tight. Dim squeezes into a nothing gap as here comes Monk around the top of 16. Corey's gonna block that. Monk is gonna. Whoa! There was not a gap. Napa saved him.
Put Napa on top of your list of Christmas gifts because he just saved your race.
Oh man, a well-timed bump there from Dim. As DJ Gus got to run, he's going to the middle here. He can keep his momentum off the corner. He's going to clear Dim, dropping back 2 wide again. 39 machine of DJ, our Season 3 Bubbles Cup champion, 1958. Ford's favorite season. Oh, a little bit of contact there. Dim not pushing straight. Corey comes up the track.
Corey's going to make it 4 wide, guys. He's going to go for the lead.
Just want to clarify, Beast in the 3 car is on the lead lane.
All right. As you mentioned, Corey going for the lead. That's outside of, I believe that's Ollie there in the 99. Cut close behind in the number 26. As Dim drops to the back here, looking at the 48 car by himself on the high side, a couple car lengths back to DJ. That inside lane is going to push big time.
You see what kind of run we can get with just 2 cars on the outside here.
And they're holding them super tight. Yeah, holding them super tight to the bottom, trying to squeeze in or go. Is he going to squeeze in there with Napa? Napa's just going to come up.
2 lanes.
I like how Napa's racing this. He's racing this really smart. A few years ago, Dib's just completely pushing DJ out of the way. A couple years ago, Napa had a bit of a reputation for being all over the place. As I was a little bit of contact there with Corey. I was going to say Napa's been really clean so far in this race. It's got a little dicey right there.
Being clean, really a little bit more aggressive, trying to find an opening, but he hasn't made a bad move, and he's given a lot of other drivers grace.
Now he's stuck by himself out there. DJ's going to jump up to help. DJ and Napa, here comes Monk. Oh, DJ with a late block. They stay out of the wall somehow.
I'm going to give him the push. Gives him just enough to make it to second, but not to make it to the lead. As everyone mostly stays clean. And just trying to survive now.
A little bit more strung out now than we were earlier in the race. That's those cars behind. They can pull up whenever they want. You know.
Oh, this block is really weird.
Those are tough. For the exit of the triangle, the car kind of gets tight as Napa opens up the steering. Masterful wheelmanship from Napa. That was almost in the wall. As no, he almost threw it away from Corey.
Just no one wants to help Napa on the outside. And he's going way up the track to try to cover it off.
As now the entire bottom lane just dips on Ollie, and then they change their mind halfway through it. Oh, somebody jumped out of the car. Who just jumped out?
Oh, no,
He wrecked Nas. Caution is out. Someone jumped out of the car. That's going to be a penalty. I don't know who that was.
Sin who jumped out of the car.
Sin. Another snowman car.
Yeah. That's kind of, this is why, by the way, I asked that everyone turn off the jump power at the beginning of the race. But yeah, probably will be a penalty for him.
No resets involved in that, luckily. That was
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
yeah.
Very
unfortunately.
fortunate. Very fortunate, and I've hit the wall.
Honestly, yeah, that's crazy. You would have thought that someone jumping out of their car and you hitting them and making you stop, you go from 190 to 0, you would have thought there would have been damage. So it very lucky, especially for NAS.
Yeah. And you hate to see the, administrative error, because what if someone loses the race completely off of someone accidentally hitting the space bar, maybe if that's what happened, and then you get out of the race because you run right into someone just standing on the track. I think administratively we got to tighten things up. We get rid of the jump power at the beginning. We delete the timing boards at the beginning. We have a checklist we go down so that we don't run into a problem like this.
What he said, sitting over the radio, said his key stuck. So I don't know how that makes sense, but very weird.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea. I think you can actually configure the games in here to make jump power 0 like automatically. That way race control doesn't have to worry about it. Everybody's automatically unable to jump. And then if they need somebody to jump, they can change it afterwards. So something to look into there for race control. I think it's a really good idea to have a checklist. Because we've seen some errors a couple of times in recent races, not putting the timing board, some lag issues because of that. So I agree. I would like to see it tightened up a little bit.
Yeah, but we're going green this time, doubling up into the trial board. We'll be restarting on lap 34, I believe. So, yeah, then it's on the side limit. It's green flag.
The Beast is lagging. He drops to the back right away here. Corey looking
Corey's
for a
going
run here to the inside, 3 wide right away. There's no about going out of line. That's completely legal there for Corey Wilson. And we are 3 wide up front on the restart.
Yeah, and that's right, Agent. You stay in the second to bottom lane on the restart, but once the green is out, you can switch lanes, you can make passes. So if you are in the lead, you cover that bottom as quick as you can.
Late move there from Monk, the 16 car.
Sin 2?
Blix is coming down. Oh, that's going to be a wreck.
Dim is
Oh my
definitely
gosh. Dim is okay. Oh, that's 2 more. Ollie is going to be out of the race.
Dim's still around, guys.
I'm watching him.
Out the wall. He's
Dim
full
driving that
trying to
thing.
flood. Oh yeah, man. Dim might just lock it down, baby. Just lock it down.
Wait.
It was 4, baby.
Okay, he good.
Hey, Dim is good. Let's do a little damage look at it. Napa has damage.
I believe
Monk has
Ollie
damage.
might be out of the
Yeah,
race.
Ollie hit.
He is.
Ollie hit. Yep, you can just see that rear end of Nass. He barely has damage. You're right. You called it for it. Ollie's hit the catch fence. He's going to join Kimmy as the second car to hit the catch fence this race. And that means he's out. Race control is calling it last car. He hit the fence. I'll show the replay here. We've got it on the stream. Let's take a look at the replay because that very much looked like a hit in the catch fence to me.
You'll have to let me know what you see.
Yeah, taking a look at it right here. This is catching them exiting turn 2 right now. Looks like Dim was in the middle, Corey on the bottom. I think this started with Flix. Watch. Monk comes to the middle. Now Flix is trying to force his way down. Monk comes to the middle. Dim tries to block, and then Napa hits a bump. He pushes Ollie straight up into the fence. I mean, we'll wait on a word from race control there, but that looked like it was a catch fence crash to me.
Of Nas, Nas in the 96 for the stream to see.
I'll tell you what, while you're pulling that up, what driving from Dim, because he looked like he was going to back up into the wall, and he's full brake as soon as that car gets sideways where it's flush with the wall. He's full brake, locking it down.
And looking at, I saw that the race control has a word for us as we just watched the replay there on board with NAS, and everybody was backing it down. So a lot of respect there from all the other drivers. But we saw race control. Napa and Ollie were given their resets back. I think they deemed that to be due to a track bump there, because Napa was spinning kind of separate from the rest of the crash. That's my theory, but we didn't get an explanation for race control.
Crazy. Very lucky, by the way.
This is kind of the weird thing about the track bump, you know, in keeping you from losing a car. If the contact happens with another car to get you into that, to get your damage, then theoretically you still have the count against your resets, even though the original crash was due to the track bump. We were talking about this in the Nationwide series.
Yeah.
But I guess if the proximate causation is tight enough from the track bump, that you would give someone grace and not let the reset count against them.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch this back in slow motion here. Got a slow motion replay here. Yeah, and NAS or Monk tried to make a gap. And Napa was on the apron. He dropped down to the apron and hits a big track bump, pushes them up and into the catch fence. So that was a good view there, and I think probably a good call from race control. From my first view, I thought Napa was like in the grass and hit a track piece, which wouldn't really be deemed as a track bump in my head, but he was just on the apron, just avoiding the incident, doing what he should, and then just randomly spins. As I was watching replays, do we know if this is, are we agreeing this time?
I'm not sure. I guess we're going to see if they double up here in a second. But I was going to say on that note, with another wreck, this is the sort of thing you see with the super speedway races is, can you just survive? Can you survive long enough to get to the end to even make those winning moves?
I mean, we talked so much in the pre-race about what's the move to make. Do you survive? Do you make the right pit stop calls, the strategy? But I mean, you gotta be there. You can't be in one of the wrecks earlier. You can't be in the catch fence to even have a chance to even think about pit stops or the move to win the races. We are green again, and it's Corey leading on the inside. That's Sin on the outside. Then it's DJ and Cut and Dim by himself there on the third row as Beast had dropped back.
Right into the wall by himself. That was incredible driving. Pretty calm at the moment. As I say that, we're going to go
Buck looking for it in the middle. That's what caused the last caution. That 16 car looking for gaps that weren't there. This time it works out. As this someone's going to the pits. DJ for our first pit stop. Green flag pit stops underway here on lap 38.
I don't know about this, DJ. I mean, maybe you can make it with a strategy. I'm not really that worried about that. I'm worried about being by yourself.
Yeah, he'll definitely lose time being by himself. We talked about it in pre-race. You don't want to pit by yourself. You have no drafting help. You're on the island. Your rear engine will not be stronger than the slipstream. The power of the draft is not smart.
Yeah. You know, assuming for a moment that the rest of this race was going to go green.
Down there.
The cycles, if you have everybody else pitting their groups, the cycles are going to leave DJ on an island, as he said, forward, and you're going to have no hope.
Yeah, time as a whole pack are drafting with each other. And also, DJ, he pits very early, so there's no way this is a one stop for him. This must be a two stop.
Yeah, and just it's sometimes tough to see that with the cars so far apart. You know, how would you be losing time by pitting alone? If you can, just look at the telemetry. I mean, just look at the speed that DJ is going to be going around the track, and then look at the speed that the guys in the draft are going to be going. You know, once you cycle through and these guys come down and take their own pit stops, they will be much further ahead, assuming they have relatively, accurate pit stops and good pit entries and pit exits.
Yeah.
But then again, maybe it's not going to matter because look at Corey going 3 wide at the middle. Maybe there will be like a wreck here.
He's doing it all race, and honestly, it hasn't not worked for him. Like, he's been able to make moves and make passes as he's going to push Dim. He tried to make a move there.
Oh, Tim just
oh!
forced Napa a little bit. I want to talk about the forcing rules because they changed since the nationwide race. We saw a technicality there at the end of the race. Some forcing below the line. Last night's nationwide race, we saw if you went under the line, you must forfeit any attempt to pass. That stripped the win away from Jason Brooks, gave it to our very own Little Man in a Hurry. But here it's a little bit different. If you are forced down, you have full right to keep your pass attempts going. Obviously, you cannot just go down there by yourself. But if you're forced down, race control has said you have full permission to hold your ground on the inside, even if that means wrecking the car, forcing you down. So,
Look at Corey go.
yeah. Bit of a change there was Corey almost came down on Monk, the 16 car. That got a little spicy there. Now he's dropping back. Ollie's going to take advantage on the top, but it's still Dim from Napa, from Sin. That's your top 3 all on the bottom out front.
And guys, DJ is going to come out of 4 right here, and in a little bit we'll see him cross the line and see what the delta is to the leaders. I believe it was around 42 seconds last time around. So when we see him come to the line here, we'll have an idea of how much time he's lost by being by himself here. And so he starts his next lap right now, kind of waiting for the ticker to go by.
Corey looking for a move there up the middle as Napa comes up the track. That kind of sent a bang as Dim just blocked 2 cars, forced him below the line. You're seeing it. Napa's not backing down. He is holding it full flat out, and he pushes Dim back up the track.
Is he going to have to concede anything?
He does not. We were just talking about this. The rules have changed since last night. Race control says bro. As if you are forced down there, you do not have to forfeit your pass attempt. As long as you are forced, you may continue.
Well, there's a little bit of a wrinkle. There's a little bit of a wrinkle in the language here. Let me go back to the announcement. Although if there is space for you to come back on the track safely after being forced under, and an excessive amount of time has passed, then you will be penalized for gaining position under the yellow line even after being forced.
Oh, Sin just took it 4 wide. We're 5 wide for a second. Napa backs out of it. We're still 4 wide further back, but Sin with a huge move to the lead. Once it calms down, here we go. We're starting to calm down just a little bit. What were you saying about that? You said if there's an acceptable amount of time, if there's a safe space, what is your application of the rule you read in terms of what we just saw?
Yeah, so I'll just read I didn't see the incident completely, but this line is just a little bit of a wrinkle and tough to interpret. Everything that you said previously was correct, but we have this wrinkle. Although if there is space for you to come back on the track safely after being forced under and an excessive amount of time has passed, then you will be penalized for gaining position under the yellow line even after being forced. I'll just go a little bit further here. This goes for avoiding crashes too. If you force someone or block someone below the line, you do not have to give the position back, but they have full reason to stand their ground on the track and stay on the apron if you are pushing them, or wreck you if you block terribly. This will not be seen as intentional crashing if they are trying to keep their car above the yellow line.
That sounds sounds to me like that fits what Napa just did. Like he was like Dim just forced him down and Dim just kept holding on the middle line. So Napa just came back onto the track and forced Dim back up the track. It didn't seem like he was down there an unreasonably long amount of time. And I think that's why we saw just up row from race control and not any action taken.
Okay, so that's a good point. I think maybe what I'm seeing this rule is trying to avoid is if someone gets forced down, and then the person who did the forcing maneuver is kind of letting them come back up, and then the person decides, no, I've been forced down here, I'll maintain my position down here to go ahead and complete the pass.
Yeah, I agree. I think that's what the ruling is trying to prevent, and I don't really think that's what we saw there from Napa, but it's good to keep in mind, especially thinking back to some 2020 Denny Hamlin shenanigans. That's the kind of thing we're trying to prevent here.
Or
Yeah.
even, yeah, go ahead, Ford.
Okay. One thing I've noticed, the 43 to 96 to 95, they played the back most of the race, just back there being calm, saving, not racing like the others. They have an interesting strategy going on. I can't wait to see how it pans out in the end here, because we saw in the last pit stops in the nationwide race, it got really spread out there with 2 packs of 5, and looks like those cars could be leading the first pack.
Oh, and there's a little bit of locking there. There's Dim spinning through the infield. I think he's going to save that. Other cars are lifting to give him some space.
Wow.
He's going to be okay.
This has been here. No, he's good.
Dim is some kind of wheelman to save the car the way he has a few times.
Big time save from Dim. That spread our pack out just a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and look at a replay of that because that was intense.
You know, this is crazy, guys. If Dim had wrecked there and there's a caution, then DJ stays on the lead lap. He goes right back to the back of the field, the end of the longest lap there. Extend 42.5 seconds. He's now about 44 plus seconds behind the field. If this went green, he's out of it.
Yeah, coming on halfway in this race, looks like this is definitely going to be a one stop for most drivers. And yeah, this is going to be the money stop. So we're going to see who saved more fuel, who has more fuel, who's going to have faster pit stops in the pits, who can get on pit road the most efficiently and not make mistakes.
I want to mention what had happened when you were reviewing or looking back at the replay. Monk had taken the lead as Sin takes it back, and here comes Corey. Corey maybe with the run to maybe shove someone back up to take it again. No, he's going to stay in it and decently good.
Sin covers that bottom lane. He's going to keep the lead here as a run from Ollie and Corey pushing him up. That's going to force Ollie up into the top lane here, and Monk backing out of that. But Ollie still keeps his momentum going to the lead there in the 99 machine.
Yeah, as we've had DNFs in this race, we've seen the pack. They have less cars, there's less energy in the pack, and we can see shades of the olden days with how big the gaps are in the field. But eventually they will all pack up and they'll get to racing, but it's just timing. Right now, there's no real reason to be racing as aggressive as they will at the end.
And when they're in a line like this, those cars at the back get big runs. Also makes it a little bit easier to save for the likes of those back four, like you mentioned. Beast just kind of joined those other three in saving. So after the lag issues earlier, Beast is just chilling back there, and it's settled down here a little bit. Save for Corey and Dim.
He's done chilling, and now he's hot because he's going around the outside of 2 cars. It looks like he's looking to go to the lead.
Like we said, when you're back there, it's just whenever you choose to go. As the move there comes from cut, he's going to push Corey Wilson. Corey Wilson back down. A little bit of contact there with Sin in the 11 car as nobody's running the bottom. They're all trying to stay up towards the middle or top, keep that momentum up as the leader's running the middle lane.
I'm surprised Corey gave that shove to Napa there because he got such a great push from cut. He decided not to take it himself and to give it to Napa, and it's kind of put him and Ollie by themselves. But here he comes back to the outside.
Dim was looking for it,
up on the
but
top.
Corey's got it. Yeah. Corey's got it covered, and now he's sliding in behind Ollie. Dim's going to keep the momentum around the top, right up against the wall is the 18 car. Corey's clear. I wouldn't be surprised if we see a block up towards that 18 car, especially if it's got momentum off the corner. There it is. Covers that top lane. Now covers the bottom. Trying to just control the lanes here. Oh, Sin is forcing the issue right there up the middle.
What's up? I think Corey is trying to cross over Ollie into going to the inside, but he keeps accidentally pushing him.
And yeah, he just lost a ton of momentum because of that. Now it's Dim's opportunity. Ollie blocks up to the top lane. It's been pretty well controlled here from Ollie since he got the lead. Generally well liked among the drivers, and he's doing a good job leading the pack here at Talladega. Does Dim make a move this time? No, they're training the top lane. What a great time to use TV2. Get some of these flybys here.
Yeah, Shays and 2013 Daytona 500, they're all ripping the top, and it seems like they're getting ready for some pit stops.
You know, Ford, when you mentioned trying to do that little dummy and then accidentally running into the back of someone, it just made me think that you can really kiss your chances goodbye on a move if you happen to do that close to the last lap, because you will not stay locked to the guy in front of you that you hit. You kind of like almost rubber band backwards.
Oh, someone's got a flat tire. That's Sin. Sin has a flat tire. He's got to come to the pits.
Uh-oh. And you know what that does? That puts the risk of flat tires now with the rest of the pack.
Yeah, Corey on the outside of Dim. What a move there.
That's Beast. He's taking momentum to the bottom. Corey, we're going 4 wide right there. Corey Wilson drop it to the bottom. He's got the advantage on the bottom side of the track. I think we're pitting this time. Everybody's migrating to the bottom. I think we're about to see pit stops.
Yeah, big hitters.
Yep, Dim.
This could be a big group right here. I'm very interested to see who comes down. We see Cut on the top. I don't think he's gonna come down,
If the break zone is anything like the Nationwide, you're looking for around the third separated apron right here. Breaking a little bit
Here they come. Dim blows a tire on the pit entry. Is that going to force him not to be able to slow down enough? I have no idea if Dim was able to slow down enough because of his flat tire. It could compromise his braking ability. 5 cars in the pits. That's Beast, Ollie, Corey, Napa, and Dim. The other cars staying out include Cut, Monk, Flix, System, and Nas. Those 3 cars we saw saving.
Just like we saw in the Nationwide, a group of 5 here. And we have Napa and Corey beside right near each other. They have Ollie behind him and Beast a little bit of a ways back. And then Dim, he fixes up his tire and they're 3 wide in the pits.
Dim's gonna back out of that a little bit. I think yeah, I saw Monk is for sure coming in the pits. Watching DJ through the tri-oval. Sin came out behind DJ actually, so I think DJ's going to be in the draft of that group. That's not terrible.
Yeah, well, if it wasn't for Beast, maybe DJ wouldn't be in this, but Beast is so far back. Is there a little bit of a connection there?
Yeah,
so.
Cut is in the pits all by himself on an island.
Yeah, we saw NASCAR Boy 90. That's Monk. He said P on the back straight, and then he just stayed out. So maybe a little bit of a fake there from the 16 group.
You know what though? This backpack, Monk, Nas, Flux, and the 95, they were the ones who were saving in the back. So ultimately, they could just stay out.
You have to wonder, what is the strategy? Because it seems like this is going to be a one-stop race. So if they pit now, they could take less fuel and come out ahead.
But remember, I mean, fuel really wasn't the concern. I mean, tires. How are you saving tires? Are you going slower in the corners?
Oh,
I mean, we've got.
He's going to be by himself.
Yeah, by himself staying out. Flix really pressed the issue on the pits there, on the entry. He's almost past Nas.
Yeah, this is the group of 3 I really wanted to watch. Their strategy was very interesting, and I can't wait to see where they blend in.
Hey guys, this is what I'm talking about with DJ. You know, he's behind Sten. He's going to try to work with him now, but I don't think it was the right call for DJ.
Yeah.
And now he's working against the grain to try to get back to that first group.
He should have kept going. He was close to Beast. Yeah, I'm watching Dim here. Where's the pit? Where are the pitters right now?
Yeah, Dim and them coming out of turn 4. But Jada Best.
That System up there.
Flix.
95.
It looks to be pretty even.
I think these cars on track are gonna have an advantage, as this could save DJ and Sin back there. Because system's gonna drop back a little bit.
Let's see how close it really is for him.
Nass
Wow,
comes up
right
and
there.
merges right there. That's a pretty good job by those guys. And Monk is in the pits. He had to pit. He was by himself out there.
Yeah, and I don't think Monk is going to be that bad off as long as he just keeps everything clean. He wouldn't have lost a lot of time. I think he'll be just fine here, but we'll
And
see.
I want to say it is 7 seconds between Sin and Beast last lap. They might just barely be in the draft since system dropped back a little bit. They need a miracle though.
You know what? I want to mention this though from in the nationwide race. So the main pack had about 6 drivers, 6 cars, little man included, and then the backpack had 4, me with a couple other drivers, and slowly the main pack lost drivers to help that second pack catch up, and which is honestly. It's strange. We're definitely not going to see it here.
It's worse than strange. It's worse than strange. It's the dumbest thing I've ever seen in a race. Strategically, it's literally the dumbest thing. You could have guaranteed, if you were in the front pack, you could have guaranteed a 5 to 6 car shootout for the win. And for some reason, they decided to go back and get the rest of the pack up there and basically guarantee chaos, which we had. We had more cautions, but they got them brought up.
We still have a lot of drivers though.
There could have been about 5 or 6 that just held on, like guaranteed top 5 finish there. You probably don't have Jason Brooks up there going below the yellow line at the end, and but instead.
Yeah, well now we're at the stage in the race where the pit stops are over, but there's still a ways to go in the race.
And I have no idea if DJ can make it to the end on tires. I mean, DJ may be looking at another pit stop here. That's kind of really rough for him.
Those people they're gonna end this race with some really low tires.
It's 8 seconds between the 2 groups right now, and that's kind of the end there for DJ and Sin. I mean, they need a caution at this point.
Yeah, and they might get it, so it may not be completely over, but this was the thing that I was warning about very early on, and we were seeing it come to fruition now.
It is Dega, so there most likely will be a caution, and especially with how Corey and Dim has been, I see one coming in the next maybe 20 laps.
So out of the 12 cars we have left in this race, 10 are in this main group. We've had 2 DNFs, that's Blake and Kimmy. 1 DNS of Deuce. Qualified P4. And then those 2, DJ and Sin further back. I know Sin is on his last car.
Oh my goodness.
That was late between Corey and Beast down there. But I gave Beast a huge shot, and to the lead he goes.
Out of all the shenanigans we saw at the Beast, he is leading the race, guys.
Big shoves in the top lane.
I love how Corey didn't even have to move.
Yeah.
His line of Beast just gave it to him.
It's risky though. We saw that with Blake and Cut.
Yeah, that is true.
Now that 96 getting involved, that's Nass's. That's system being turned into the wall in the back. With Monk
was
lifted out of it, and that's kept from a caution and damage.
Yeah, I was going to say that was close to being the caution that DJ would have been looking for. It would have come from 2 cars running in the back, but keep it together.
In case you're just now tuning in, we start with 14, we're now down to 12, with Kimmy hitting the catchments early, finishing P14, and Blake wrecking out, finishing P13.
Oh, it's about to be another wreck with Corey and Napa and Olive up top. Beast is backing out of it. I wonder if he's got some lag here. Or
Beast
dropping
backing
the back.
out a lot
But
here.
3 wide for the lead as it's them on the bottom, Corey in the middle, and Ollie on top. And funnily enough, they're 3 wide with a full lane open on the bottom.
I was starting to get flashbacks of people leaving the lead pack to go help people in the back. I hope Beast is not doing that.
Scarred for it. Oh,
Oh,
cut, lag it,
contact
looks
here,
like.
cut, and
Oh,
is it gonna take out Napa? That lag just might have taken out Napa. That would be the caution that they were looking for at the back. Now, Napa's earlier crash did not count as a reset. He will have another car. But was that lag from cut? What happened there?
Yeah, very interesting. He just came up and just murdered Napa, unfortunately.
That loose wheel is going pretty quick.
Yeah, there he gets past the field.
To the lead!
And the loose wheel wins!
Oh my god!
Napa is on his last car now. After that, we get the action tape. But kind of looked like something involved in that car. Maybe some lag going on there. Play up here. It happened going off. Cut. Went kind of straight. He bounced off the wall. He's coming down. Dim gets forced down, and then he just comes back up and just puts Napa in the wall. And it looks like lag. It looks like lag to me, or he's just going straight. I'm really not sure what happened.
So that's the early Christmas gift for Sin and DJ. And I live for the day that bad strategy gets punished, but we'll never see it.
Oh, we'll see, because that DJ might not be able to make it to the end on tires, and I think everybody else can. So he may still be cooked. I mean, he pit really early. I think it was 37 or 38 for TK pit.
Yeah, that's right.
Sin blew a tire on lap 52. So DJ would have to make that stint last 62 laps. I don't see that happening. I think DJ's got to pit again.
Did we have any spins from Sin that would have taken the wear much further down?
That's what I thought. I didn't see him spin or anything, so I'm confused how he got so low to where he blew a tire.
That's I'm really not sure on that one.
He might have. I'm not sure.
Even so, you'd still be kind of close.
I mean,
Yeah, well,
if that were the case, hold on.
Guys are working right before the restart. We can't get it sorted out here at
They
D1.
got it figured out now. But if I was gonna say, is we're going green flag. Dim drops to the bottom immediately.
That was very close.
If we have time later or during next caution, we do have a replay of Napa's crash, so that will be broadcasted.
Yes, absolutely. I will look at that. But I wanted to mention, if it was the spinning, I would have thought that system would have had really low tires, but he's one of the ones that pitted the latest.
Yeah, come to think of it, I don't recall anyone losing a lot of tire life from a spin for the
It's a
nationwide.
late block from Corey. He has to back out of it. Here comes Monk to the outside of Dim. Ollie's kind of dropping back here as we are side by side for the lead. Ollie.
Oh, DJ's calling a
still
pit.
dropping. Oh. Yeah, that's not ideal strategy, as you mentioned. And the day has come where bad strategy is punished.
Yeah, there we go. Well, who knows? We may still see a caution.
I was gonna say,
that's right.
dude,
Anything can happen at this point. We may
a
still.
long way.
And if you are DJ and you made your bed after lap 38, this is the best thing you could do is just go ahead and pit again and then hope a caution comes out.
Yeah.
In controlling the lanes here. Monk on the outside, Corey on the inside. Pack fairly strung out behind them.
Oh, cut again. Made a weird move right there. Ascended to the inside of the 43. And he's going to stay behind Nas.
Cut has been in a multitude of aces today, and I think he's definitely. Don't be surprised if you see him in the barriers.
I think DJ's actually going to go full lap down here.
Yeah, coming out of the
Oh,
pits
he might.
here.
Or right next to them, if anything. Oh, on
He's
the
gonna
track.
verge right in
Still
front
a
of the
page.
pack. He's going up the track right in front of everybody.
You know, he's keeping away from cars, but it's still like a questionable thing, and he stays with them though.
Maybe we'll stay green the whole way and we'll see a lap car try to battle the leaders for the win.
Hopefully
That'd be
so.
fantastic.
I'd love to see.
Be a
I'd
fantastic
love to
racing
see
moment.
somebody get pushed below the line by a lapped car, And then they're able to get forced down there and stay down there to pass for the win due to a laps car pushing them down. That's really what I'm hoping to see here.
Yeah, I'd love to see that in D1. You know, DJ's leading the top line here. Let's see what he can do with it.
Nope.
They're racing around him. I can hear the driver VC from here. They're going crazy. DJ, get out of the way. What are you doing, bro? Let us race. Oh, Corey hits a wall. He hit the safer barrier exit. And DJ is not or DJ's behind. Oh man, but Corey, that's gonna cost him. I don't think that's a wall bang because he hit the safer barrier exit, like the safer barrier stopping there.
And DJ, he's gonna be in the lead lap, isn't he? I mean, we saw Beast.
I think he is on the lead lap here. He'll drop to the back, but yeah, Corey Wilson on his last car. We've got a couple replays to look at here, so I'm gonna do it very quickly. Looking at a aerial view here of the crash with Napa first. As looking there, yeah, cut just comes straight down, pushes back up into Napa. We saw that right when it happened on stream. Another great view there from forward in the aerial view. And now we're gonna look ahead at this crash here from Corey. It looks like he just hit the safer barrier exit to me, coming through the exit of the trioval. Watch that light blue number 48 machine there on the exit. He's top of 3 wide. He's trying to follow Nas up there. He gets wide by himself and just hits it. No contact with other cars. He just hit it by himself up there. That's gonna put him on his last car as we are coming to the green flag right now.
Yeah, the collision looked a little weird on the aerial shot. Like it was so sensitive to touch the wall with the right rear corner.
Yep, we'll have another aerial view of that last crash next time we have a chance. Getting a little behind on the replays here. We're doing our best, but we are green flag once again. As Dim once again forcing Napa below. Napa is staying down there. Dim leaves some space. Now he has to come up. Now Dim comes back down. What's the ruling here? Okay, now there's space. He's got to come up now.
I was about to say he had plenty of time. I was wondering if he was going to try to stay below Dim.
Oh, and here's Corey farming a huge run in the back. Goes to the high lane. Can he make the run? And here's Mug makes a late block on Dim. Causes everyone to go up as he still leads the pack.
Late block there from the number 16 car. That just killed the momentum of the middle line. And now Napa's looking for a late move. He gets forced down again. Everybody wants to force Napa below the line. He's not having it. He's going to block Dim, and he's going to take the lead.
Yeah, Napa, he's been under the yellow twice now, so definitely don't want to do that later in the race, but a learning experience for him.
I guess that one's completely legal.
Corey! Oh, he's trying to make a move!
Never here for race control. No penalty for Napa there.
Corey backs out of it, though.
Come up for the cut. Cuts gotta come down. DJ has voted with Dim, spinning, always flipping over. The air picks up the car, but he's able to keep it going.
Oh my god!
And he says, you know what? He's coming out. Flips over Flicks. Flicks is flipped over. No damage for the 43.
Oh my gosh.
Are we gonna
see?
Wheelman in the air.
He might be my favorite driver.
What? Wait. What just happened?
Started getting air and he saved it. He came back up the track and parked it in front of Nass.
He's finding grip in the tire while it's not even on the track. It's just incredible what he's doing right now.
But Flick stuck on his roof here. Are we going to see an old Bubbles Cup special? Somebody has to come help him get on his...
Oh no, don't get damaged, Flex! No!
No, I think he's okay now. If he gets damaged now, he's okay.
That guy's Dim has got to go through the pits for some reason. If we go to Dim, he's in the pit lane under caution.
Uh-oh.
What's going on there with Dim? Maybe the team just wants to check that car out a little bit. He was upside down. No visible damage on the car.
I would too. Man, probably wet himself a little bit in his fire suit. That probably was very scary to see.
Flick's still stuck upside down. Now he has damage.
He's not gone into a pit box. Dim has just gone through the pit lane and then exited.
No idea.
He's aura
Maybe,
farming,
maybe
don't
he
worry.
just accidentally hit the pit entry or something. No clue.
No, he drove back. He deliberately drove backwards to get to the pit lane entry.
Oh, wow. I have no idea then. What?
Huh.
Oh, here comes Monk
Well,
trying to help
let's get
Flicks,
into
but he's
the
spitting
biggest,
out to himself. Gets himself
let's get into
damage
the
here.
Is that
What are we doing?
Flix is not even? He's just broken already. What is going on? They reset though. I think they're good. They're not gonna have any resets counted towards them, but it's just a strange couple of laps, I'll say.
Yeah, we're
What's
gonna
Dim
try to.
doing?
We're gonna try to. Yeah, Dim coming back around.
Dim, you're not leading.
I have no idea what's going on. We're gonna ignore this and try to watch some replays here of what was going on. So first, we're gonna have another angle of that. Wall flips as it softens back into the concrete wall there. That 48 bar, yeah, he just taps it with the right, kind of pops out, catches it, he spins right there. We're gonna have another. Flix is back in the race. For some reason, listen to Nas to jump. I guess Nas told him to jump, but for some reason, Flix decided to listen to Nas. I kind of understand that. Nas is a long-time race control for a lot of these leagues. Nas is banned from life affiliation there.
Oh, that's nice.
So we're gonna have another.
Was it a jump? Okay, if it's a jump, okay, if the jump power or not.
No. He was allowed to jump out of his car. To reset it.
Okay. I just want to make sure it wasn't the cause of the incident.
No.
So, by the way, with Dim, well, he came up, I think, just to hit the side of Napa. But earlier, my only guess for why he would have come down pit lane and not actually pitted is maybe he thought he could pit and then was told he couldn't, so he just ran through the pit lane to not be penalized. That's my best guess so far.
Just watching all the replays here. Yeah, that's Dim floating around down there. That's that first view. We're gonna have another. As we did see, it was green this time.
And that nobody likes Nas, I guess.
Yeah, we'll be restarting with 30 to go here. I couldn't get a very good angle. He's gonna pick up as we get near the end of the race.
Very.
The pack is gonna be way more kinetic, more vibrant, lots more energy as they push and push, trying to move the move. As they double up and get ready to go. As they go past the Aaron's logo, as it is the Aaron's 499, they go through the restart zone. Green flag here at Talladega. It'll be 30 laps to go.
Oh,
here in the Aaron's
he's
499.
just trying to slow it down, and System just came down and hit him below the line. I think System also tried to slow down. So did the 96 of Nas. So out of the 12 cars going, we've got about 8 cars that really stayed at his main pack. I think that was also. Let's quite see who that was. That's also Flix kind of hanging back a little bit there.
Corey.
There's Dim. Oh.
My gosh,
Oh,
guys.
more contact. That's Nas sliding. Oh, Monk is going to get damaged in the outside wall there at turn 3.
Is that it for him or just last car?
That should be last car.
And that's DNF.
No,
That's
he's done.
It's done.
Oh, and that's unfortunate there too. I mean, Corey and Dim just making too much aggressive moves that ended up spinning him out.
And I like how the last 4 cars went to get, group around and give him their condolences before he leaves. Man, it is really kicked off.
Yep, first, I'm going to take a look at this replay here on lap 68. That crash that had Dim flying and Flix on his side here. This is actually what counted as NASA's first reset, I believe, or Monk's first reset. And that caused a wheel launch, which forced Flicks on about his side there. We do get the call for green this time. I've got one more replay to watch here really quickly.
How does it feel out of the race, NASCAR boy? Down from race control, by the way.
Looking at it here, he just goes to the middle. Oh, and the door closes between Dim and Corey, and he just gets popped up into the wall and just gets damaged. And that's his done there for NASCAR 90. Another here as we're interpacing. Still got plenty of time to watch another replay here.
Yeah, Monk, our third DNF race, he'll finish.
And with, like you said about, did you say 30? 29. With 29 to go. Real quick, I want to get all of your guys' picks. We didn't really establish that, so.
Oh, yeah.
Start it off.
I'm gonna go with Napa. Napa's gonna win. He's gonna get forced below, and he's gonna hold his ground. He's gonna win.
Low man, go.
I'm going to go with DJ because I think that bad strategy wins races.
All right.
Forward, go.
I think Corey has been really strong this whole race coming to the green. Corey's been really good, but give me them. Give me them Jews.
I was going to say, give me Sin as we go green. Ready. 28 to go.
Dim up the track there. Contact with Ollie. That's going to open up the bottom for DJ, but he doesn't have the momentum. Now he does. A Dim with a late block. Oh. I mean, why are we waiting so late to block? Just get down there early, man. Oh my gosh.
I love it. I love the late reaction to the late reaction. I mean, I just love that you stack them up to the front. Corey, one of these days, will not be given so much grace from the racing gods. I don't know if we're going to see it this race, but eventually he will run out of luck.
I see it right here. Here it is. Nope, never mind. He doesn't go for the block as Corey goes for the lead.
He's been exciting all race. It seems like he has the cheese touch just going through the field.
He definitely has the cheese touch to be alive right now.
I wouldn't be near any of these top two drivers as Dim and Corey, the two troublemakers this race, are both battling side by side as Napa is going to push Dim. And here comes DJ.
DJ, he's going to get back to Corey.
Sin up the middle right here.
Stack up right there. Looks like the second pack back there led by Flicks laying back a bit, wanting no part in the kerfuffle going on up front.
Be interesting to see what kind of run Flicks can get. You know, he probably started it.
Oh, Dim! Stop me getting those blocks as here comes Cut. Napa takes it. 3 wide with Cut, Sin, and Corey.
Man, any one of these guys in the back can make their moves with maybe even half a lap to go. You could time it really, really late.
Oh, DJ to the bottom with a late move.
DJ from the top to the bottom.
Now he's going up to the middle. Oh, he's going to the top. What a move from DJ. That was gorgeous. Oh my gosh. And now Ollie to the top.
No, he's not.
The wheel in hand for DJ as he cuts through the field.
That's the crazy thing about, having so much momentum slowed up. When you push someone, you're not incentivized to push them. You're incentivized to slice through the field and try to keep your momentum up.
That's tied up here. Here comes Beast looking for 4 wide. He's got it. And there's contact. And there's spinning. And there's DJ with damage.
being too selfish, trying to get that block. Unfortunate for DJ. I believe his last car now.
Man, that was Beast going 4 wide there, man. I think that's all that was. I'm curious your thoughts on it, little man.
Well, I mean, he almost had it reeled in. He almost had the rear slowed up, and he got happy again. And as soon as he hit that corner panel into the wall, it seems really sensitive. We saw that earlier in the race, so it's unfortunate that he almost had it pulled in and pulled together. But as soon as that right rear gets a little bit happy and into the wall, it's over for you.
Yeah, watching the replay here, going through the tri-oval, looking at DJ, we were on board. You saw Beast go 4 wide, and I went out to the TV cam, and they were already starting to slide. And at that point, oh man, I mean, he hit Ollie and got looped around, so it ended up being backed in almost straight into the wall. It does seem pretty sensitive, but when the car is yawed out like that, I mean, these steel body cars, they just compress and they crash.
Have way more yellows than the first half.
Yeah, definitely, and I think probably way more than the nationwide race at this point. This is really getting becoming a long event.
Very, very long.
Yeah, they come to the green flag left by Napa and Dim on the front row.
I love the progression we've seen as now, as soon as the green flag comes out, everybody shoots to the bottom as fast as they can. I mean, you see, like, the green comes out and they all just drive diagonal straight down now.
Yeah, when we get a chance, we'll see an angle of DJ, another angle of DJ's wreck possibly, but here we go. Napa, to the point. He'll lead the race with Dim behind. Lots of pushing, lots of shoving.
Sin. Corey!
See, that's the thing with Corey. He tried to get down to the inside. He didn't quite get there. Ran into the back of Ollie, and the momentum was lost. So just keep an eye out for that when people are making their last moves.
Yeah, Corey, he seems to be the type this race to just throw his car, put it anywhere. Doesn't care what happens, but he's going for it. He's full send, and, you know.
Like there!
That's just how he races, and Karma could come and get him. Oh!
He's on his last car, isn't he, Corey? He doesn't seem to care that he's on his last car, man.
Definitely is. Involved in a crash earlier on that safer barrier exit at the tri-oval.
Yeah, he's most certainly going out for bang if he does go out.
He almost turned his right rear against Cut's splitter, and that would have been the end for him. He's about to do it again.
Turned himself into the wall over there off the Cut splitter. Now Dim trying to make a late move. He does what Corey does and just pushes the car ahead of him instead. Now Corey gets the block timed right, and he's just barely clear of Cut in that middle lane. Oh my goodness, it's getting tight.
The two Snowman Custom Bypass cars hooked up together in the middle. Corey all over Ollie, trying to side draft him. Yeah, he's definitely sucking everything out of that car that he got.
He's doing what to the car?
Dude. And it's Ollie Napa behind.
Yo, little bit. Here's DJ making a move on Dim. Kind of gets into him a little bit. Very risky. Corey again. Corey to the outside lane. I hyped it up a little bit. You don't know I didn't. Here he comes. Maybe.
Yeah, it's him up for a while.
4 wide now for.
Keep it together.
Oh, he's gonna back it.
He wisely backed out of that one. That might be the first move I've seen him back out of.
I think so too.
Yeah, Corey, he's been jellyfishing all race with this
DJ.
car.
That was almost the end of the race for DJ right there if he didn't give Corey the space.
To the outside of all.
DJ gonna look back underneath Corey.
Ooh, gave him the same treatment.
Yeah, these guys are getting really rough. Oh.
It seems like not a lot of people are interested in pushing shades of Jason Brooks.
Cut looking for a move. His snowman's teammate's not going with him. Here comes Corey, 4 wide. 4 wide for second. Now 3 wide for the lead. Here comes Dim with a huge momentum.
Oh no.
Is he gonna force her way through? Yes, he will, but he loses his momentum doing so.
Wow, Corey is really trying to shove Napa out of the middle lane there, but Napa's still hanging on tight. Ollie getting a little bit of side draft on the left rear
they're-
of Napa, but Napa's still holding even with Corey.
They're banging off of each other. That's going to open up the bottom here for Ollie, but he can't capitalize. You got those snowman scheme cars in the middle. Dim trying to force everybody up the
20.
track.
20 laps to go here in the Era Sport 9.
Ollie's there to the inside.
Decisive.
3 wide now with Ollie, but no, here comes Sin.
To the outside.
Yeah, Sin not wanting to push Napa. He's going to try to form that third lane on the top again. Cuts a little bit too far back to help him out, but here comes Dim down the middle.
Oh! Tries. Alright, not bad.
Dim trying to keep up the momentum, man, but I think Corey's going to get right back there. Corey's got this little move where he runs someone up off of the middle just to try to keep them from taking a tight radius.
Wow. Now he's to the inside of Napa, and he's looking to take the lead away from the 56 machine. On the inside of there to the triangle, he's going to get that done here.
But on the outside, trying to something.
Oh.
I'm surprised if we saw that late from Corey, guys, just trying to force them off of the middle lane, make them go super long around the track, and then cut back down to the inside and block the run from low.
Just 19 to go here.
Corey's been trying to lane control. Him and Dim, they've been going for the lead all race, and they're not stopping now.
4 wide. Here comes DJ. DJ making a move. Almost wrecks him. He keeps it steady.
And
As
guys,
2 of the troublemakers, 3 even in the top 3.
there's still 3 cars just fighting their time back here. It's going to get even more hectic as we close down and those other cars close up.
Now
Yeah,
that
it's true.
you're thinking that in turn 3, maybe some tension clearance or just hard racing. Whatever
Oh,
you
and Dim's
do.
trying to force him up. He pushed to the corner. He just
Oh, that could've been his
completely
car.
pushed him up the track. That was on the verge of dirty there in my book. That was kind of crazy. The cars are tight ahead of you. You just push them up.
A lot of these guys are on their last car, but they're racing like there's no tomorrow, as Beast would say.
So Corey's on the brakes, guys. I think Corey's trying to just back out of this completely.
And look at this. Look, System and NAS have joined the fray. They've decided 18 laps to go. We're joining the pack, and our pack just grew big time.
Yeah, System, NAS, and Flix, they've been working together all race. The big 3, as you would say, or maybe the small 3, since they've been in the back. But they're definitely mighty.
Well, they're pushing DJ to the lead right now in the bottom lane.
Yeah, they are.
Beast is loving the show from maybe about a second and a half back. He's got his popcorn in the cockpit.
I don't blame him.
He's got Netflix pulled up. He's probably watching the stream.
Amazingly, though, he's not out of it. You know, he could catch up very quickly if he
Oh
wanted
my God, Corey and Dim
Oh my goodness.
making the move.
Yeah, meanwhile, Beast back there plugging in the stream's YouTube link into Builderbrain II, asking Builderbrain when to make the move. That's going to be how he wins the race.
Yeah, what's the name? Corey and Dim just seem to bulldoze everybody out the way, kind of like a bully in the pack.
Definitely a bully. I see them as the bullies.
to. I'm surprised we haven't seen any warnings about that. NAS almost getting turned on the front end of System there.
Yeah, they've worked together well, though. They gotta make space for each other. Cut's gonna fill that gap, though, coming down to the bottom. Splits up the little 3 as they have been named by Ford.
Dim just saw his race flash before his eyes there.
Oh, Ness looking for it back on Cut.
Here comes Corey, guys. Huge run. He's doing his reps right now, guys. He's timing his runs. He knows exactly when to go for it. He will be there at the end.
Surprised he didn't go to the outside lane there. I mean, there's a full lane up there. He just decided to go to the middle. Maybe he doesn't want to show his full hand right now.
Yeah, and I wouldn't at this point. You don't want everyone else getting the same idea as you. I think he's got it. I would probably stay back there for the rest of the race until the end.
Yeah,
And
he's
see
showing
what
more.
he's gonna do.
He's showing more of like an index finger, but I see what he's doing.
Remember, we've got unlimited overtimes at this point now, and if a caution comes out of the white flag, we are not going to see the caution thrown. They will race back to the line. That has been what race control has said. They said they're not going to push even if cars are upside down in the fence, in the grandstands. We're racing back to the checkered flag.
That kind of takes a lot of the strategy game out of it to some degree, because you'd think if you froze the field at the caution after the white flag, then maybe you'd want to already be up there if you thought a caution was going to come out and you win the race on the frozen timing from the caution. But now that's out of the window. You make your move to go to the checkered as if the caution happened or didn't happen. It doesn't matter.
Corey, big run in the back.
He's trying it out again. Big run. Can he hold? If you can hold momentum through a corner, he slices and dices Dim. Dim just got sauced and tossed into turn 3. Everybody's just leaving a gap. It looks like Moses parting the Red Sea here.
I think we can nickname Dim the boneless wing there because that was
Yeah.
incredible.
Yeah, if he's, Maple Monkey first, Boneless Wing second. That's what it looks like there for Dim.
Corey is driving like he's driving the crap.
Oh, and he sauced and tossed Flicks the crossover between the legs, broke his ankles. Now he's going to the middle to the lead, and Dim's going with a run too. That was disgusting from Corey Wilson. We gotta have to put a highlight reel together and give Flicks a manual, because what is he doing?
That is shades of Jesse Love there from Corey slicing through the field. It looked like Jesse Love going through the pit lane exit traffic on the Xfinity race earlier today, or O'Reilly's race, I mean.
Corey's dropping to the back every lap and going back to the field. He's treating them like chicken nuggets, just picking them off one by one here.
Picking them out like the best French fries of the batch right there, Corey Wilson. Getting her done.
You have to wonder, a driver like Beast, when is it finally time to go? Because he's all the way back there. The runs are big.
Oh, 4 wide right there, and he's holding him tight. They're holding him tight 4 wide.
Corey coming back.
Corey's already back up there. The runs are huge. A little bit of contact there. Oh, there's a lot of contact. Corey, you're on your last car. Oh, he backs out of it wisely.
I don't think Corey cares about showing his hand anymore. Basically, everybody knows what the game is. You know that you have every shot in the world, no matter how far back you are.
Yeah, they want any shot.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's not going to matter if you crash with 13 laps to go. Ollie gets pushed up out of the line right there. And all of a sudden, this is the kind of moment in the race. Oh, he's Doran Flicks. Corey and Flicks not happy right there. I think it was more so Corey not happy with Flicks. I don't think Flicks really cares.
I really want to go on board with Corey Wilson to see how he gets through this.
We're shaping up for a ridiculous ending if nobody wrecks.
Yeah, we're going to watch on board here with Corey Wilson. I've turned down Roblox audio so we can still hear the commentators and still sit on board with Corey Wilson. 12 laps to go. Let's watch how he gets that momentum. For the first time today, I'm going to pull up his telemetry here.
191 out the corner, hitting 200 miles per hour.
Yeah, look at this. Look at him.
Oh, he's lifting. He's lifting here. He's decided not to show it just yet. But look, if he wants, he can hold this momentum through the corner. Normally they slow down to about 190. Look, that's where he gains. He gains in the corner. He's still lifting to drop that run down. He doesn't want to show what that full run is going to be on the last lap. But yeah, great showcase there, riding on board with Corey Wilson of how he's building that run.
Yeah, you could maybe make an assumption that he could see the air.
He can see the air, all right. We can see the air. Oh yeah, look at that air.
And Corey makes the moves, but you know what's gonna be a problem on the final lap is everyone's gonna be fighting for position. So you gotta be so careful to not have your run blocked. If there's gonna be maybe 5 or 4 people doing that same run, there's still gonna be half of the people trying to block those runs, and the minute you get just a little bit blocked, you're either wrecked,
Tim down below the yellow line, and he just passes everybody and comes back up and is still passing everybody. DJ's gonna block that. Dim's probably gonna push somebody out of the way to get around him.
And what you're saying about being blocked is so true. We could go 0 to 0 extremely quickly as long as someone just covers off that run at the last second.
That's the first time we're getting a ruling about the yellow line. Is Corey spinning? He's on his last car. Can he keep it out of the wall?
It might be it. It might be it. Nass is gonna go into
He's spinning. He saves it. System sliding. He's gonna come back up the track.
Oh,
He's gonna take out Dim. No, he's okay. The instant flush. No damage. Green flag.
I can't believe we're still green on that. Corey has Nass to thank for giving him a little bit of a buffer to the wall, and he's still in the race.
Miracle.
And he's not out of it, guys. And maybe none of them are out of it. Because
I think
that's how
everybody's
powerful
still
it is.
here. The draft is so big.
A big scare, but they all save it.
I mean, last time around the line, Beast was about 3 seconds behind the pack. That's plenty within draft to get there in about, what, 3 laps, you'd say?
Oh yeah, yeah, they could probably do it. Well, you know, Corey was a little bit off of the back of Nass, and I thought maybe Beast would be able to connect. Maybe it's a little bit of a stretch for Beast. I'm not sure.
Well, if you thought Corey was gone, you thought wrong, because he's back up.
He's already there.
Yeah, I would just be a little bit worried for Beast and System. Although I don't know, man. I think they've got plenty of time, and I think they're catching.
Yeah, I'm going to watch the gap here. My ticker's scrolling around there. Corey a second back. Ollie a second back. Beast 4 seconds back. System just under 6 seconds back from leader. So they're both plenty in the draft. They're gonna be pulling back up to the field here, probably within the next couple of laps.
This is some kind of race we are witnessing, boys. And we're coming to 8 to go here. I have no idea what to expect as we come to the end, man. I hope they don't wreck. I hope we see some crazy moves.
Hopefully so. I don't think overtimes would be that interesting at super speedways. I really want to see them bring it all the way home, but it's getting crazy even at the back of this pack. Nass and Ollie, I mean, they're fighting for, 7th and 8th.
Oh yeah, Beast and System are already back into it, guys.
Cut's going to drop to the back here on the apron. DJ's been fighting up front for a while. He's gotten pretty used to throwing blocks. DJ's kind of taking the opposite approach. He's trying to lead every lap right now.
Oh!
Kind of taking the Dale Earnhardt Jr. approach. It's just lead every lap.
Everyone's kind of gotten more single filed out as Dim, Napa, and Ollie are just stuck up there. But here comes Corey. Corey now going to change that with his huge run as they start catching up to DJ. And DJ makes the block on Flicks as Dim is on the outside.
You know, that was a great illustration of DJ being a little bit too far out. I mean, I thought for a moment, maybe if he gets about, a quarter of a second out in front of these guys, it would be enough going to the line. Even that wasn't enough. I mean, Flicks and Dim were side by side and still pounding them right at the line. So you don't want to be too far in front when you come to the end.
Yeah, Dim on the outside, he told me before the race that he has a different mindset for this race. He sees every car as roast beef, and he just wants to eat them up, and he wants to get them. So,
Oh, I tell you, this whole pack looks like a big QP burger from Chili's right now.
oh yeah.
Don't make me drive to Altoona and act up, baby.
Here comes Nass taking it 4 wide on the top of the tri-oval, getting some run from the 96 car. He's going to clear cut and go to the front here pretty shortly. Dim have a block at store.
Maybe?
Waiting, that run's kind of dying out a little bit. He's by himself up there, and yeah, Dim doesn't even have to move up. Oh, but DJ cuts up the track. And Dim's there to the inside. I think that was a mistake from DJ, man. He was controlling that bottom lane for so many laps. He just gave it up just like that.
Oh.
Now he's getting put in the middle by Nass.
Just remember that DJ is on his last car. He almost turned himself on the front end and ass.
Sin also on his last car, taking it 4 wide up the middle here.
Hey, take a look.
The Snowman Cousin Diecast cars have been quite quiet this last stint, kind of staying in the back, but looks like everybody's starting to show their true colors now as we come to 5 laps to go.
And take a look at that 95 car of System. He's back up there.
Oh, man, it's
been a couple
tight.
laps since he wrecked.
You're right. System back up in the pack.
Man, this is getting really jumbled.
It's really getting jumbled, and I want to remind you, Sin blew a tire with 52 laps in. I wonder if any of these guys are in tire trouble.
It's interesting.
Yeah, this pack looks like jambalaya. It's crazy. We're going to 4 laps to go. Anybody can win it. I mean, it's up for grabs. It's just, when do you make the move? When do you push? When do you try and get to the front without making the move too early or too late? Dim controls the field. with Napa behind them, Flicks on the outside, and System on the inside. Split Napa.
Flicks getting himself in the game here on his side earlier in the race. Now to the top of 3. Looking for the outside run. He's got DJ behind.
Man, I'm turning up the volume on these cars, man, because I'm getting excited. I'm about to like turn my earphones up all the way.
All right, here. Oh, and Flicks is in the wall! And you little man Hurry has ruined it for everybody.
Oh man.
Well, we're going overtime, guys.
We make it
That's
a 3
what we
to
wanted,
go.
right?
We make it a 3 to go
Maybe.
here. Flicks is on his last car. I mean, or sorry,
Well,
yeah.
we might get it done.
I mean, if he just
No.
respawns and goes, we'll go with seat the green with 2
We'll
to
go
go.
with 2 to go.
So
yes,
it won't be it'll be
no
a green
overtime.
white checkered, not an overtime.
Not just yet.
So I want to review the overtime rules here. I may as well just go ahead and pull up the official wording so I don't mess this up here. Let me find the announcement really quick here. Overtimes are now unlimited. They are 2 laps instead of 3, and there are no cautions on the final lap. So unlimited overtime attempts. If you have a caution come out while it's still 2 to go, we will rack them back up and do another overtime attempt. And there's the rules here. Race Control posting it. Unlimited attempts. No cautions on the white flag is the other big detail here. We mentioned it earlier. Even if there's a huge crash, they're going to run it back to the checkered flag. And after the calamity of the nationwide race last night, a reminder on those yellow line rules: you may not pass below the yellow line. However, if you are forced or blocked below it, you do not have to concede your pass attempt or positions gained. Although, if there is space for you to come back on the track safely after being forced under, and an excessive amount of time has passed, then you will be penalized for gaining position of the yellow line, even after being forced. This also goes for avoiding crashes. If you force someone or block someone below the line, you do not have to give the position back. However, Race Control has said that a car that is forced down has no reason to stand their ground on the track and stay on the apron. If you're pushing them, then they have the right to wreck you. Race Control will not view that as intentional crashing, as they are trying to keep their car above the yellow line. So that's the rules. That's the official word from Race Control. We're going to go green this time with 2 laps to go. 2-lap shootout to decide it here from Talladega.
Corey Beast and Flicks a little late getting up to the pack here, but I think we're all organized now.
If we have extra footage of Flicks wreck, but we won't show it right now because we're coming to the green.
Everyone shoots down. System on the outside. Looks like Cut trying to get momentum on the top. He's going to go top of 3 wide. Good momentum there for cutting the 26 car.
2 to go. Always look out for Corey.
System gets drowned immediately.
Always look out for Corey and Beast. Anybody staying back, they have every shot to come back up here to the front.
And I mean, this corner, just now the cars are fully wound up. Now they're up to speed. Now, out of 4, you'll finally get the effect of holding draft through the corner. And that's where the likes of Corey are going to have a big run. I think he's got to hold himself back there. Beast's still running way back.
Oh, guys,
System's
being
down.
pushed.
Oh, they save it 4 wide behind right now. That's DJ, Nass, Ollie. Cut is on the top of 4. He clears Ollie. Now we're 3 wide, and Dim is out pretty far ahead, coming to the white flag.
Here we go.
Here comes
Dim
Corey.
has the lead. Here's the 95. They're 3 wide behind, 4 wide now. Here we go. White flag.
Flicks is way down. I think that's a lag spike. I had a big lag spike as well. He's coming back up the track. The next flag ends the race, and it's going to be a checkered flag no matter what. Who gets the run to the line? Dim leads.
Corey's going to have a run, guys. Corey's going to have a good run. Is he going to be able to get through everyone? I have no idea.
Guys, I got to stand up. I'm moving my desk to the standing position. Here we go down the back straightaway for the last time. Dim is forcing DJ below the line, but DJ can get back up now. Who has the run? Here comes Sin. Look at Corey back there. He's got a big run. Where do they go? Napa to the outside. DJ gets up.
DJ's going to go to the back of Cut, though. Cut's going to have a little bit of a run.
Here we go. Through the triangle. Side by side up ahead. Cut to the outside. Oh, Napa to the outside. Cut with the advantage. They're wrecking at the line. Napa's in the fence. Cut wins for Talladega.
Oh my
And a
God.
big crash after the line as Cut takes the victory for the Aaron's 266 here, Season 5 of Bubbles Cup.
That's a Snowman Custom Diecast 1-2.
Oh
Both
my
of 'em.
goodness.
Snowman Custom Diecast 1-2, and Napa goes to
Cut and Sid as Napa, you said it for Napa into the catch fits at the end. Oh my goodness.
amazing stuff here in Talladega. What a fantastic finish. Cut gets it done here in Dega. A Snowman Custom Diecast 1-2, you love to see it.
We're getting the replay right away on this one through the trial, but let's take an alternate look through the aerial view. Great helicopter cam here from NASCAR Boy 90. Oh, we just got knocked out of the screen for some reason. What in the world? Never had that happen before. Looking at this again here. DJ was slicing and dicing, looking for something. Napa was trying to get to the outside. I know there's going to be some reviewing here. Oh, but many cars into the outside wall. Corey made it up to about P4 there. As Cut is the official winner. They've confirmed it. I know we'll probably have to look back at Sin. I saw that 11 car below the O line. Was he forced or not? It's really tough to say. Oh, yeah, definitely forced there by DJ. So everything looks forced. I think everybody's going to keep their positions. It looks clean to me. And wow, what a finish. Cut wins Snowman 1-2. Can you believe what we just saw?
Yeah, that was crazy, man. I thought maybe Dim would get another a shot from the from maybe DJ, from maybe Sin, but they were too busy trying to block each other. Never got the momentum from a push from behind, and that solidified the win for Cut.
Well, everybody knew that the run was going to come to the outside, and the Cut, by just being on the outside, they were good. No DNFs come to the checkered. Official results will be posted soon. And, I mean, if you're Cut, amazing. If you're Sin, amazing. If you're Snowman Schemes, I know you're in the Discord general chat, amazing for you, a 1-2 finish. If you're Corey Wilson coming home, what, P4? Is that P4 for Corey Wilson, your points leader in a crazy Talladega race? I think that's a huge win for Corey.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what a race, guys.
And he almost sneaked into P3 to wrap up the podium places, but then when he ripped off front end, slides across the line to get P3. You know, I was surprised not to see a bigger run from Corey, considering what we were seeing early on. But you know, maybe there's a lot of timing going on from everybody, and it kind of just mitigated, I guess, what we were seeing from Corey early on.
Wow. Well, I think, I don't know if we have the ability to unmute these other guys. I would like to get a couple of driver interviews if possible, but I'm not quite sure how to give them the right whatever to let them speak to this channel. We are going to look at another replay of the finish here, another view while we try to figure out the ways to do an interview. Yep, more crashing as, Snowman Schemes with the 1-2 and a big crash behind him. That's pretty crazy to end it off there. Another great view there from Ford. Thank you very much for the clips throughout today.
Yes, yeah, my pleasure.
As I'm going to try to move over to the lounge and see if we can get some interviews. Are gonna have interviews. I want to talk to Cut first. Cut, our winner in the number 26 car. Tell me what was going through your head. You're fighting side by side with Dim for the entire overtime, and you pulled through at the end. How are you feeling?
Oh, I'm feeling great, Adrian. Thank you for asking. it's amazing to finally get that cup win I've been looking for so long.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. You not only did you win, but you were part of the Snowman Schemes 1-2. What does that mean for you guys? I mean, obviously very close with Snowman, getting great schemes out here. What's that feeling like?
It means a lot to get a 1-2 for Snowman. You know, he's brought me in kind of out of the blue. But I really am sorry. It could have been a 1-2-3, but it was kind of, me and Blake kind of came together, and it's unfortunate, but things happen at these types of racetracks. Two drivers now on the same page. But I'm very happy for me and Sin. We worked together all race. Pretty good, I felt like. And yeah, towards the end there, I was kind of watching Corey, and I was like, I gotta go now.
Ah, awesome.
Cut, did you ever think that Dim was going to get a push from behind, kind of close to the low end of the track, and would you have tried to hold him narrow, or were you fully set on just trying to carry whatever run was coming from the outside?
Well, I felt like DJ was gonna push Dim, but I felt like the momentum was not there on the bottom, so I felt me and Napa had a good shot at it, and whatever Napa threw at me, I was gonna block with all I could.
And another
All right, you gonna move on?
finish here. Looking at him to the line. Yeah, yeah, that's another great view of the finish there as Cut came away with the win. I want to talk to Dim if he's here. Led a lot of the race, making a lot of big moves. You were leading when we saw the restart there. You come away with a P3 wrecking across the line. What are your thoughts after a race like that, Dim?
Ran a good race, led a lot of laps, kept the car clean the whole race. So many saves, should have probably DNF'd before even halfway, but really just some great wheel work. But on the overtime, you know, don't really think I could have done anything better there. You know, guys behind can't make a block in time. Then the momentum's gone, and then they you know, turn hard right to just do anything, I guess. And yeah, so you know, the Snowy Man Toyotas, they ran a good race. They worked hard. That 1-2's deserved, but I don't know, maybe if we some smarter moves behind, could have been a different race.
We had a couple great sound bites from Little Man. He said, Dim might be my favorite driver. He coined the term wheelmanship watching you, and said he's got grip in the tires even when the tires aren't touching the ground, and that save when you were flying on the back straight. What are your thoughts on that? We thought blowovers were in these cars. You become a fan favorite of Lil Man. So what do you think?
I also thought there was no blowovers. When I got air, I you know, got a new pair of underwear. Pretty stressed out there.
That's what I said.
Yeah, I think I saved my car 5 or 6 times this race, like wildly, but would have loved to have the victory. I don't know, some guys shouldn't be driving.
Well, we definitely think you should be driving, Dim. I don't know how many Cobra moments you survived, but it was a great display.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
We're
somehow Dim ended up being in correlation with roast beef near the end of the race, but
you know, roast beef, not half bad. We like smoked beef.
Well, we've talked to our winner. We've talked to Dim. I'd love to talk to our points leader as our final interview. Talk to Corey Wilson. Corey, you came in with a big points lead. There were some crazy moments in the middle of the race. You lost a reset on the safer barrier. That looked scary. Scary moves. But you come away with P4 in a crazy weekend. I mean, that's gotta feel like you know, damaged limitation. How do you feel about the weekend?
I had the most fun I've ever had at Talladega before. I don't know if everybody thought I was crazy, but driving through the pack, going to the back of the pack and driving through again was the most fun thing ever. As Ford said, I was picking them off like chicken nuggets. I think that was said. It was so fun.
Yep.
I mean, even if I didn't win, it was obviously a good hard fight between both Cut and Sin. I think they really defended hard for that one too. Really proud of them too. Obviously Cut as well. That's a hard race to win. Top 5 streak still continues. I'm proud of the car, proud of what we did. You know, obviously I didn't expect myself winning, but we'll just go on to Martinsville.
So I do want to ask Corey, do you think that the run wasn't lending you what it had shown before in the race with how strong it was, and it seemed to, I guess, kind of taper off close to the end? Well, I mean, what happened with that?
Yeah, I mean, I didn't expect it to have that dramatic of a change. I knew it was going to change, but I think just how far back I was, and then everybody, um, it really only works when there's such a tight pack and everybody's pushing all at once. That's when everybody starts to get slowed up and you can start passing people. But coming to the front straightaway, it was kind of more spread out than I had hoped. I don't know what Beast was doing. He was way far back. I was not trying to be that far back, but it just wasn't. It was unfortunate and unexpected.
Well, thank you for talking to us, Corey. We're moving on to Martinsville, as you mentioned. I want to open this up to our other commentators. Marcus, Lowman, Ford, you guys have any final thoughts about the race today before we close out?
Yeah, it was a very good race. Lost me on saying fun being in the booth with you guys, though. I hope I don't have to be in here again for obvious reasons. But yeah, it was a great race. Congratulations to Cut and Sin and the rest of the field. And yeah, see y'all in Nashville, I think. Right?
Martinsville.
Martinsville. Yeah, see y'all in Martinsville. That'll be fun.
I'll just say, for me, a lot of times the commentating has become just as fun as being in the race. So this
Yeah,
was a great
awesome.
race, some good strategy, some good action. Love being in the booth. It was a great time.
When I'm gonna say the same thing. It's fun being with you guys, Ford, Agent, Little Man, amazing. It's always fun in the booth, and the racing product was amazing, and honestly, way better than I had expected. So, but yeah, glad to be here.
Awesome. I appreciate you guys and those words a lot. So I'm getting the camera pan back over to our studio up here in the Kimmy Speed World booth. Another great race here for Bubbles Cup. But that is going to conclude our coverage here for the 5th round of Season 5 of the Bubbles Cup Championship here at Talladega. As always, this coverage is brought to you by Builderbrain, the cutting-edge AI study tool. Head over to builderbrain.ai to ace your classes and win back your weekend. And then make sure to tune in next Saturday night. Let's call it 10 p.m. Eastern Time. That'll be for the 6th race of this thrilling championship. Corey's got the points lead. We're headed to Martinsville. It's going to be good. Under the lights, short track racing. Make sure to tune in. And that's all from us here in Talladega. Farewell and good night.